Very good evening. I am with Mr. Nitin Kashyap. Uh, he was a participant in our recent 4 week CSV training program, which was conducted on every Saturday, Sunday with the people from India, abroad, and all the people. Today, I would like to get the feedback from him. First of all, what he will introduce himself, and then we will see what are his feedback about the training. So, Kashyap ji, please introduce yourself.
Hi, sir. Hi, everybody. So I am Nitin Kashyap. So I'm basically from Bangalore. But as of now, I would say I've come back to my parents' place in Chandigarh due to the lockdown situation. So basically, I'm an MPharm graduate and I did my studies all in my South India. And then I started my career in pharma industry from the Biocon, that is the biopharmaceutical major in Asia. And I took up a role into quality and compliance and as in-process quality assurance executive in the formulations plan. So that was the area where actually everybody says the QA person should actually start his work with, because he gets to know what an industry is basically, and he gets to know basically what work actually happens and what he needs to learn. So that's the exact right amount of like experience what I got from there. And so I was there for around almost 2.5 years, and then I moved on to another MNC called Mylan, which is a US MNC. And so here I again learned about all the quality compliance in a much higher level. That's for because it was manufacturing drugs for USFDA. I mean, to be sold in the US market as well as to the other major markets. So I got to know the broader and it was a bit higher level than what I used to learn in my previous organization. Slowly, since compliance was becoming very important in the pharma industry because of the data integrity issues which were being faced in the Indian market and all over the world. So this the area from where this data used to be generated, that is the computer systems, instruments, and equipments, started taking the importance. So slowly, I used to do the instrument equipment validation as well, right from my first job itself. But since this concept came, so we were more into this concept. We were involved more into this because Mylan as a company is more focused on compliance and quality, and we have a global team in Mylan as well. So they keep, I mean, traveling around all the facilities around the world to check the state of compliance with the global policies as well as with the regulatory compliance. So that was a very good learning for me, where I got involved in all those trainings, because I was primarily I was part of the quality assurance, and quality assurance main responsibility is to involve in all those discussions and to get everything in a clear cut idea, so that you be the guiding stone, I mean stepping stones for each and everybody in the company. So I mean means me and my team. So that was a place where we started exploring, I mean, step by step, like what is computer system validation basics, and then how the regulations basically are used well, and how do we comply, and what non-compliances basically we face. And so there I felt that there is something missing, that we actually don't have that industry level knowledge of what is actually being done. Even though we had company SOPs, procedures, and everything, we didn't have the basics, like how I used to have before coming to the pharma industry, right from my MPharm and BPharm. So then I was searching for this course from a very long time, and I actually researched a lot, and then I came to know that in India there is a person called Kalpeshkumar, who is actually running this course, and we are very fortunate actually to be reachable to him, and even fortunate enough to get a live class of 4 weeks along with him. I mean, to spend his precious time. So I was really fortunate with that. Um, so I would like to tell about this course basically, like how it helped me in my learnings as well as in my career as of now. Uh, this course is actually designed in a very beautiful way, and in a very systematic and structured manner. That is what I want to tell in the first place. Because when a person actually thinks about CSV, so I don't know like from where to start. So this course actually starts right from the basics. It tests you right from the basic, and it teaches you right from the basic. So that is how Kalpesh has designed this course. So I really appreciate that. And even it has each and every bits and pieces of computer system validation. Okay, it is not that any portion of this entire computer system validation is missed. may it be compliance, may it be the experience, may it be the live examples, may it be the case studies, or may it be the thorough concept, or maybe the regulatory guidelines. So it is like all in all, everything is completely covered with the right amount of information what anybody would actually require. So having said this, it might look complicated to you, but it is not that way actually. So that is the beauty of this course, that anybody can actually get into undertaking this course, because that's the way how Kalpeshji explains that. Even though you have a content, you need a trainer who actually explains that very well to you, so that you understand that in the right amount of way. So we got both things. One is the content, second is the trainer. So both things were exceptionally good. And I must say this because I have been even reading a lot of books and a lot of materials, and what Kalpeshji has presented in this course is the standardized thing, and it has answer to all my doubts which I had from very long time. And I mean, see, basically in a company when you're involved, right, so you cannot be interacting with everybody, because it's an organization. So there are hierarchy levels. But when there's a course, right, that is the beauty, that you can interact with everybody and you can ask your doubt to anybody in the course. And even a person like Vaghela who has an extensive industry experience. So this wouldn't have happened even if I would have taken time with my own boss in my company. So that's the big thing which actually I like to tell. And second thing is, uh, this is about the course. Now, coming to the industry perspective, right? USFDA is basically looking very strictly into this compliance part. So this course can be a stepping stone for you to actually gain knowledge and to use your own interpretation skills to be a master in this area. And believe me or not, in the next future, CSV is definitely going to take over every company, and that is what even we are seeing as of now. In India, this is a CSV consultant roles, or the role where a CSV person is involved, is a hot cake job right now in pharma industry. So that everybody definitely will agree with me. So, and even Kalpeshji will agree with me. And because companies have to pay heavy fines when they don't do that, okay, and who wants to lose money? Even in this pandemic also, country like India has earned so much, okay, companies in India. Why? Because it's only because people like Indians are much talented. But if we are even experts with compliance, I guess nobody can challenge us in the entire world itself. So that I can definitely tell you that.
Great.
So that's about the thing, Kalpesh.
Great. In fact, I want to ask some more questions. You are still with Mylan, or in fact, we worked with Mylan also a lot in the very beginning. We worked with Mylan
Right.
Aurangabad, Nasik, Pitampur, even
Okay.
Jalchendra, many sites. You are with Mylan or you
Right.
are with
Right.
some other company now?
Yeah, recently I got a new opportunity with Infosys to work as a, CSV consultant. So my job role in Infosys is like, even though Infosys is an IT company, so it is not that I have changed my track of profession. See, the thing is, I would like to expose like what is the basic factor where IT is focusing. Since the compliance is an information job in the pharma industry, so IT has found an opportunity here to make up a business, as well as make people understand how systems basically work. So it's like the IT knowledge and the compliance knowledge goes hand in hand, which is like a complete compliance. So here in Infosys, I'm working with pharma major like Eli Lilly as of now. So where we are helping them with the CFC project right from, it's like an end-to-end project. So it is from right from the initial assessment of a system, like what system do they have, what system do they need, to until do you prove that the system is compliant enough with all the required documentation and all the required bits and pieces of it.
Great. Acha, you must would have attended many physical class also training in a classroom or a five-star hotel like our programs generally earlier to COVID-19 was happening in the four-star, five-star hotel in Goa, Bangalore, Hyderabad,
Yes.
Delhi,
Right.
and maybe some
Right.
other parts of the foreign capital also. So
Right.
what difference did you find out in a physical class and a virtual live class?
Yeah. Actually, even when you announced that, okay, this is a virtual class, I was not that much, 100% happy, but I was very much excited because I was waiting to listen from you. That was the main thing. That's the reason, because looking at a profile like yours, like really, sir, like it's an honor to a junior level person like me to gain the first hand information from a person like you. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, um, when I say about the physical class and the virtual class, so physical class, I thought, okay, maybe we will not be able to meet, interact, and as well as how we had in the physical class. But that was not the way. Even though we were not physically, in contact or not in physically in a room, but still the conversations and the impact of knowledge, everything was way beyond expectations. Definitely, I can say that.
So that was what the intention was, because I have attended many class. There they continue the session, and then at last moment
Right.
they allow you to ask. So sometimes you forget the question itself. Sometimes you remember the
Yes, yes,
question,
yes.
but you
Absolutely.
forget the
Right.
context. So we allow
Correct.
online live
Correct. Correct.
interactive session. It might stretch a little bit, because sometimes
Right.
I think some of the US people were not happy that we are stretching more than 2 hours to 230
Right.
hours or about 3 hours. But
No, but
otherwise,
still, everybody, yeah, no, but
yeah,
still everybody was very much interested because the class was very interactive, and we had a chance to ask all our doubts then and there itself.
yeah,
That was the biggest point, I guess. Yeah.
and the live examples also, because some of the examples are taken from the day-to-day life, so you can recall and memorize also very
Right.
fast. Acha, there are so many people are joining these classes, but they are joining in the capacity of
Exactly.
individual capacity, because ideally I have a corporate partners like compliance training, Nemo trainings, who are
Right.
doing these programs. Even your program was also done by Nemo trainings. They do very
Right.
well. They approach the corporates. I do not approach the corporates, and it is found
Okay.
that right now all the people who wanted to learn, they are joining, but corporates are still not joining in mass. So, what do you think about that? That whether live classes are economical? Secondly, do they have to give these live classes to their cross-functional team? Because if the cross-functional team is good and SME is good, your work is going to be very good. So if you give a small session like GAM5, CFR Part 11, data integrity,
Right.
Annex 11 to different people, if they learn all and if they find interesting, they can join the full course
Yes.
also. Will it be helpful or not?
Yeah, definitely, Kalpesh, because to be very honest, even in a bigger MNC like Malan, where compliance is a very important part, people know about CSV, but they definitely have their, doubtful about how much strong is their knowledge, and sometimes they don't have that exact knowledge, theoretical knowledge as well. Practical knowledge is definitely different, but theoretical knowledge as well. So this webinar and live interactive session should be very helpful to everybody, as well as even to the cross-functional teams. So like you said, every function should know about CSV. It is not that it is only QA's job, so only
Yeah,
QA person should know. So that becomes a headache otherwise. In an industry like pharma, now auditors are focusing more on users
doers.
and not on SME basis. In
Correct.
earlier, only SMS used to answer, but now USFDA will call the exact person who has operated the instrument and the person who has signed on the document. So they have to be responsible to answer. So no longer bosses can answer now to USFDA auditors. So
Perfect. This
everybody
is
is equally responsible.
very
Right.
good, very correct answer. And this is the purpose basically. We want to reach each and every people. And now some of the companies are approaching also, where I had a corporate training, then they want to have full session for the directors only. That is a 1 day
All
session.
right.
And some
Right.
of the
Right.
smaller level staff, we can have a program for about 2 hours or 4 hours only. But they know what is data
Absolutely.
integrity, what should be the
Right.
focus. So would you
Right.
recommend this class to anybody in your circle? What is your opinion about the class? You said something, but is it
Yeah,
worth?
definitely. Definitely. Because yes, yeah. Because as of now, since the first thing is the requirement of the knowledge, because they have to survive in the industry. Second is the interest what people have in CSV. To be very frank, Kalpeji, there are many people, even my friends also, who are very much interested about CSV, and I have referred your name to them because I can honestly, I can bet that they will definitely gain a good information, experience, as well as a good time in the training as well with you.
Yeah.
So this webinar should also help, definitely, Kalpeji.
So this is what I say in my class also, that we are going to be famous or wealthy or whatever is your goal through a tool
Right.
which is your profession. So if you focus your
Exactly.
profession, like 7 habits of highly effective people, that be
Right.
proactive and sharpening the saw is going to make you
Correct.
a great person. And Khulja Sim it's here only.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
we apply
Right.
our critical thinking, risk-based work, novelty,
Right.
complexity. then
Right.
guidelines is going to come from within. You should know the guideline, and then you should ask yourself. Answer comes from the within for the risk also.
Right.
So it was very good talking to you. Very good idea. In fact, I wanted to ask some questions, but I think in your introduction only you replied to many answers. So great,
Oh, is it?
wonderful thing.
Thank you,
Wish
sir.
you all the best,
Thank you, sir.
all the success, because you are having a great combination of the QA as well as the CSV. And with the advent of a new technology like a blockchain or IT, IoT,
Right.
or machine learning, correct, this
Right.
thing is going to be further expanded, because now it's going to be a logic which is going to decide. So path is also not
Correct.
completely done. So it's going to
Right.
be, there is going to be need of a critical thinking, and it's a
Definitely.
right time to learn in this situation. Wish you all the best. It was
Right.
nice talking to you. See you soon
Thank you so much,
somewhere.
sir.
Thank you. Bye. Good day. Thank you.
It was nice talking to you, sir. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
very
much.
much. Bye. Good day.